We're here today with important updates about the national recall of unpasteurized raw milk cheeses manufactured and sold by the Vulto Creamery in New York. Now, thus far, 6 people have become ill, have been identified as becoming ill as a result of this Listeria outbreak. These 6 people have all been diagnosed with Listeria, and each of them has been hospitalized, and unfortunately 2 of them have died. Thus far, ill people as a result of this outbreak have been identified in New York, Connecticut, Vermont, and Florida. The individual in Florida had apparently just returned from a trip to New York where they ate unpasteurized raw milk soft cheeses manufactured by the Vulto Creamery. Now, what we know so far is that although people have only been identified in these 4 states, this is a product that was sold nationwide on both coasts. It was particularly sold in northeastern and mid-Atlantic states, California, Portland, Oregon, Chicago, and Washington, D.C. Alex, can you tell us a little bit about the incidence period and what people should be watching for who might have bought this product?
Sure. With Listeria, the latency period can be quite long before you actually start showing the signs and symptoms. It can be as short as 3 days. It can go as far out as 70 days. And the symptoms that you want to be looking out for are fever and chills, upset stomach, headaches. If you have eaten one of the types of the Vulto cheese that we'll get into here in just a minute, if you've eaten that and you begin to show any of these signs or symptoms, you should seek medical attention immediately because it can lead to, Listeria can lead to much more serious complications. It can lead to meningitis, which is an inflammation of the brain that can be very, very damaging and ultimately even deadly. It can also lead to a blood infection. You can become septic, get sepsis, and that is also something that can be deadly. If you are a loved one who is pregnant and has eaten the Vulto cheese, you need to be especially careful because Listeria can be very deadly and very damaging to fetuses in utero.
And also, young children and the elderly are at risk as well as people who, for whatever reason, have a suppressed immunity.
Anyone with any sort of compromised immune system needs to be especially wary of this. But truly, if you've eaten the Vulto cheese, and the types are the Heinenelli, Miranda, Willamette, Oleout, Andes, Blue Blaze, Hamden, and Walton Umber. If any of those are, you've eaten any of those types of cheeses from any date, the recall is nationwide, and for any date for any Vulto cheese, you need to not eat any more. Even if you've eaten it in the past and not gotten sick, don't let anyone eat it. That's very important that you not take any symptoms you begin to experience lightly, because it may be something more serious than just a stomach bug or a cold. Be very, very careful with this. Jory, can you tell us a little bit about what resources are available for people who have Vulto cheese either in their possession or have eaten Vulto cheese? Where can they go to find out what to do and what's going on with this outbreak?
Sure. The FDA, as part of posting the recall notice, has posted pictures of the recalled cheeses on the internet. If you think you may have eaten unpasteurized raw milk cheeses, you may want to check this out and see if these might be one of them. If so, you definitely don't want to eat any more of that. We've made the recall notice as well as the FDA's most complete and current information and these cheese pictures available on with a link that you'll find at the end of this video. Also, what we've put at the end of this video is a link to the CDC's most current outbreak information. You can follow that for information in real time about what's happening. And also, we will be following this on our website, unsafefoods.com.
So please visit any of those sites if you believe that you may have been exposed to the Vulto cheese. We hope this was helpful.
Thank you.